Let's talk about the things I hate about real estate and the things I love about real estate. Okay, you're gonna hear me rant. We're gonna talk about the things I hate first, and then we will talk about the things that I love. But the things I hate are really, really bad. The longer I've done this, the longer it kind of rubs me the wrong way. I've been doing this for 18 years, and it just really just kind of rubs on you and weighs on you. Several things I can come up with here, but I'll just kind of keep it to a low. I mean, there's so many things I hate about real estate. And you would think somebody that's a real estate mentor, that's made his living in real estate, he would be a little bit more passionate and not want to talk about stuff like this. Why would he hate things so much like he does? Well, I love things just as much as I hate them in this business. But in reality, real estate is, after you've been flipping for so long, it can become a job. So let's talk about the things I hate first. So one of the things I hate is dealing with crappy contractors. You never know what you're gonna get. It's kind of like that Forrest Gump saying, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. You really never know what you're gonna get with a contractor when you first start working with them. I've had people rob me, I've had people walk off jobs and go MIA. I've lost 40 grand on a deal from a contractor running out on me. I've had people do Mickey Mouse stuff is what we call it in the industry, where they're just kind of doing like bootleg rigging junk. That's not cool. And I'm always having to go fix up behind somebody with another contractor who's a little bit better and finding out the mess that some people got me into. That's one thing I hate is somebody tells me that they're really good at something, and then I come to find out as I'm working with them that they're not. And I have to fire them off the job, and or they finish it, pay them off, and move on to another contractor to fix their mess. So I hate contractors that say they're good at something and they're not. So I've learned along the way that you gotta trust, but not only trust, you gotta verify. You can't just take somebody off their word, even if they're highly referred to you. Because somebody that worked for somebody else, one of your friends or family members, may just give them a better deal because they like them better. They may not like you as much. I mean, in all reality, it's crazy. Another thing I don't like is that this is a very litigious business. I mean, I've had the threat of lawsuit at least 6 or 7 times over the years, and I've been sued once where actually twice where I've had to pay, and it's all stupid stuff. I mean, people are just so happy in this industry. And this is one of those highly litigious industries where anything can set anybody off. So you have to be properly insured, and you have to make sure that you dot all of your I's and cross all your T's. But still beyond that, you will get sued one of these days for doing this for so many years. And the amount of volume that you will do over time will grow, and the chances of you getting caught, I guess what that's saying, caught with your pants down, is gonna happen. So just be prepared is all I gotta say. It's a very litigious industry, and just be prepared. Another thing I don't like is when you constantly go over budget. Constantly going over budget, things happen behind homes, especially when you're opening up walls, or you're finding out the electrical is not as good as you hoped it was. You start tearing out stuff and everything needs to be replaced. Home can actually go up. The value of the construction, or the cost of construction regardless, will actually go up, and you're oftentimes going over budget. And it makes it very hard, especially somebody that's untrained and is undercapitalized, to actually do this business effectively. Another thing that I really hate is, let's talk about Airbnbs. I've been talking about mostly flipping and construction, but let's talk about Airbnbs. Party homes. Party homes is taking place a lot, and people are going in there and trashing places. You're getting bad reviews for no reason because you had a disgruntled buyer that you're talking to, or a guest that you're talking to, and you're trying to settle them down. I've seen extortion on Airbnb, somebody demanding that we do something for them, otherwise they're gonna give us a bad review. So even though I personally like short-term rentals the best, and I love the platform Airbnb, it doesn't come without some kind of hiccups. And the hiccups can be crazy. I've actually had a house flood in Savannah, in my short-term rental in Savannah years ago, and it cost me a lot of money. Thankfully, I was properly insured, and I only had to come out with $1,000 out of my own pocket at the end of the whole scope of work. But I did have to come out with $1,000 out of my pocket because there was damages that was done. The whole thing cost me $15,000. Insurance picked it up. It took several months to get through it. I had to pay for the $15,000 up front to pay for everybody, and then I got reimbursed a few months later. So those are some of the things that I don't like about real estate, and then honestly there's a lot more. But for the sake of the video, I wanted to show you what can really entail that is kind of like some of your worst case projections. I mean, obviously there's theft, there's vandalism, there's this, that, and the other, but those are some kind of cookie cutter things I can talk about quickly. Now, what's some things that you love, Brandon? What's some things that I love? Well, first and foremost, I actually love seeing a beginning project go from start to finish. And you're taking the ugly and you're making it beautiful. It's kind of like Beauty and the Beast. You're taking the ugly and you're making it beautiful. And a homeowner, a home buyer will actually fall in love with the home. They see the American dream and they are passionate about the home that you actually labored in and created something for them. So that can be really nice. Of course, the money's great 99% of the time. There are some instances where you may lose money, but 99% of the time, the money is great, and that really excites me. I'm one of those guys that money motivates me. Not that it's my motivation, but to make a large paycheck allows me to give more and do more. So it really motivates me, and this is why I'm still here in this business 18 years later. Another thing that I like is the creativity behind design. I love the creativity behind design, especially on our Airbnbs. I don't really get involved in homes like this home here, my starter flips or things like that, or rental homes, but on some of my short-term rentals, the Airbnbs, I really get involved with the design element, and it's something that's fun for me. You get to do that every day most of the time. And to do the volume I'm doing, I don't really want to be involved in the design of the flip homes. We just use the same color schemes and the same selection of granite and this and that over and over and over again. And we substitute when certain tile selections are not there. But with the short-term rentals, you want to make a little piece of you come true in this home, because it's going to be your own vacation home plus a vacation home for the public. So you really enjoy rehabbing homes, at least I do. Another thing I really enjoy is being able to give back. I've already talked about it. We make pretty good money and I can give back, and my company, we do something where we give like a $10,000 giveaway every year to nonprofits that are local nonprofits that has a team of like 4 people or less, and they're doing big things. And we've done kind of like a charity relief with that over the last couple of years, and that's been great. We give to local churches and things like that. To be able to make the money that we make, we like giving back to the local community. And that's something that we just really enjoy, as well as we're part of a nonprofit with Benefit GUA. And in fact, if you buy any of the REI Society courses or jump into my elite mentorship, we actually have a fund that we put things together. And that we actually feed orphans and children and kids. So it's fun, So that's what I love. Thank you. If you have an opinion, go ahead and comment below. I actually read all the comments and respond to them. Hit that like button and subscribe if you want more REI Society information.